in this video, we're going to be talking about short-term and long-term positioning. And we have our patient here, and I'm going to demonstrate using some of our pillows and heel posies and wedge pillow. So for supine position, for short-term positioning, the patient we can use the assistance of the bed by bringing the head of the bed up slightly. In this case, he already has 2 pillows under his head. And then we're going to bring the bed up so that it is cradling his knee bend a little bit, because that relieves pressure here in the coccyx area. How's that? Are you feeling pretty comfy?
Pretty comfortable.
Okay. So, additionally, if we want to reduce any pressure, we can use these things. They're called heel posies, because a lot of times, I'm going to lift your leg. A lot of times the heel takes a lot of pressure when you're lying in the supine position. So we have these to protect that. So how does that feel?
Fine.
That feels pretty comfy. So in this case, we've used the bed to bring his knees up a little bit. He's kind of in a low Fowler's position right now. If we want to get him really nice and comfy, we can bring his arms up and place them on a pillow, just like that, on both sides. And I think he's pretty covered now. This can be a short-term position that somebody could stay in for a couple of hours. This is for the patient that is unable to potentially move around and get themselves into a comfortable position. We also want to ensure that if a patient is staying in this position for a longer length of time, we may not want to use the feature of the bed. And in that case, we would want him lying more flat. And this would be more of a long-term position and requiring us to come in and reposition the patient at least every 2 hours. So because I didn't use the feature underneath his knees, we're going to be placing a pillow, so I can get you to raise your knees a bit, and I will place this pillow underneath his legs like that, so that it does take a little bit of pressure off of that coccyx area. How are you feeling now?
Much better. I did feel pressure under my knees, but now it's fine.
Good. So it works.
It did.
So I've shown you short-term positioning, long-term positioning, and supine. And now I'm going to go over what we would do if we wanted to reposition the patient over onto his side, which we would do every 2 hours, rotate positioning. So I'm going to bring the bed up to assist with my body mechanics. Okay, and we're going to leave the heel posies on, but I'm going to remove this pillow so that I can assist the patient to roll over onto his side. And I'm going to move this pillow so that it's not in his way. And if the patient can assist, I would ask them to bring this arm over here and bend this knee up. And as you're doing that, I'm going to roll you over. Okay? Now in this position, I'm going to want to put something to stop him from rolling back. Hey, can you get me the wedge? If you don't have something like on the side, we're gonna want a pillow between the knees. These are probably really puffy. So we might want a flatter pillow because the patient might not be as comfortable like this. And then we can give them a pillow to place their arm, kind of holding on to it here, and you can bring this arm around, and that would give his arm something to rest on. Okay? Now this position would probably only be recommended for about 2 hours, and then you would come in and reposition the patient on the other side. Are you comfortable?
I am indeed, thank you.
Great. So that is short-term, long-term positioning for a patient in supine, sideline, and in semi-followers. Is there anything else, Mabel? Okay, great. So you have a little nap?
Sure.
I'll be back in a minute.